call to faith solicit your prayers on this day, a call to faith. That it takes faith to go fishing. And you have to believe that there are fish in the water and that they might bite. Several of Jesus' disciples went fishing, but the results left them astonished. It all started when Jesus was teaching a crowd of people on the shore of Galilee. When that become too much, he got into a boat belonging to Simon Peter and pulled out a little from the shore. Jesus expanded his location to accommodate those who were listening to the word. And when he had finished, he asked Simon to pull out into deep water and let down the nets for a catch. And Simon responded by saying, "We have toiled all night and caught nothing." And that his mood is that of skepticism and discouragement. And Jesus was really asking two things. Jesus is asking him to try one more time. That even after you have been at it all night, I want you to try one more time. That the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, looking for a different result. And Jesus says, I want you to try one more time. Secondly, Jesus is really suggesting to Simon, I want you to change your position. Don't stay where you have been. And go a little further. Go where the water is deeper. Simon's reluctancy can be viewed from two logical places. First, they have already fished all night and caught nothing. So, brothers and sisters, we cannot truly say that they are quitters. And secondly, the instructions are coming from a preacher, teacher, carpenter's son, and not a fellow fisherman. But Jesus is asking them to change. And how strange it is that the nature of life is change, yet the nature of human beings is to resist it. And how ironic that the difficult times we fear might ruin us are the very ones that can break us open and help us to blossom into the persons we were meant to be. And today, like Simon, some of you here may be at the beginning of a transition and feeling the nagging nudge in the direction of something new. Or you may be in a full-blown period of change, and what you thought was your life now is over, and where you are headed is to the unknown, and you are quite uncomfortable. And this is what Simon said. It's interesting. Simon said, "Nevertheless, at your word, I will let down the net." And soon there were so many fish that the nets were tearing. And he went calling for help because the possibilities did exist that the boat could sink. And there were flopping fish, tearing nets, and astonished fishermen. And at the end of the narrative, Jesus says, from now on you will catch men. That the greatest catch, the greatest takeaway from Simon's fishing vocation was the training he received for his transition to catch men. Therefore, there is no empty vocations. There is nothing that we are doing that has no meaning. It could be that where we are and whatever we are doing and we're coming up empty-handed, God is really preparing us for what he has prepared so that we can be truly ready for it when we get there. And so I want to encourage the body of Christ on this day to